Yo, 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 yo. This is pretty fun. So, how's it going? Everybody's doing good? Hope you're doing good. We'll wait for a few more folks to join, and we'll go from there. I'm tweeting, getting this stuff out there. So hope you're having a good day and enjoying life. I'm actually taking a quick break from work to have a good fun time. And yeah, I was showing pictures of people for the wonderful flooding that I have in my backyard, but that's all right. Anyways, emergency meeting. I just came up with that just now. Yeah, let's see if anybody joins. I told my staff to hop in. Let's see if anybody's bored enough to hop in. But yeah, so Nintendo Direct announced for tomorrow, September 23rd. And yeah, it seems like it could be a good one, to be honest. They've let's see, I'm gonna post the link from Nintendo right here. I just completely made up what is that? Jeez Louise. I don't know why my watch is going off, but yeah, Nintendo just announced a Direct is happening tomorrow. Here, let's post the let's post this tweet here. I'll get this. Yeah, I want you guys to let me know what you think is going to take place. And bam, there you go. Okay, tune in 9/23 at 3 p.m. Pacific time for a Nintendo Direct live stream featuring roughly 40 minutes of information focused mainly on Nintendo Switch games launching this winter. So the games we know that are launching this winter, right? We have Mario Party. Metroid's the next one, but Nintendo keeps throwing out these little, little snippets here and there. So you really can't talk more Metroid, right? Maybe you can. I'll tell you why in a second. You also have, so Metroid, you have Mario Party. Those are October. November, you have Pokemon. December is the Advance Wars remake thingy. And that's it for winter. But it's not. You can't dedicate 40 minutes to that. We are definitely going to be getting that Smash Brothers announcement because they said it was going to happen this year. Back at E3, they announced I get the Smash Brothers announcement before the end of the year, and it'll be released before the end of the year. So this lines up perfectly. September which means we'll probably get the character drop sometime, maybe very beginning of. Could be next week. Could be next week, or could be the first week of October. So, which is I think probably next week. Lines up pretty accurately. I want to be Waluigi. I don't think it'll be Waluigi, but I want it to be Waluigi. We'll see if that's something that enough people can will into existence, but who knows? Here, there we go. Bam. In reality, it was there's a stronger chance that it'll be someone. I wouldn't be surprised if it's someone from maybe the Advance Wars universe, only because they want to promote that game coming up in December. So I don't know. Are there characters in the Advance Wars universe, or are there just like tanks? I have no idea. But yeah, we're gonna get that Smash Brothers announcement. We're also gonna get the new Nintendo Switch Online games. There's going to be a new tiered system. That's kind of what the buzz is all about. The supposed rumor. I'm doing quotations because I don't think it's going to be rumor. However, So you're already all paying for Nintendo Switch Online. They just passed the third anniversary of it. I know because I just got billed for it. We are getting a brand new set of games coming to it, and there's rumors of if it's Game Boy or Nintendo 64. It may be both, to be honest. We're getting either one of those. Good chance it may be both. There has been a new controller that the timing was supposed to go up. I think it's the FCC said it was going to be going up on Monday of next week, so that the information and images they have would be revealed, which means it would have to be announced before the end of this week. And so, guess what? It's going to be announced now. It could just be an updated Switch Switch Pro, because it is USB charging. At least those are the notes that are written in that filing. So there may be a new Switch Pro controller, but I reckon it'll be closer to what the Super Nintendo controllers were, which were the last. I think the number lines up HAC 43 or something. I think the number lines up. So yeah, I'm guessing it's going to be the N64 controllers. Now, granted, the N64 controller itself is a big, bulky controller, okay? Which means you're not going to get a set of two. You're going to get one. It's going to be pretty expensive because it's going to be a chunkier size. And it may be, I'm going to say it's probably going to be smaller than the current, smaller than the previous N60, like the actual N64 controller. You'll probably get something that's a little bit simpler. So, but yeah, I think that's probably due is the N64 games and potentially the Game Boy games as well. I think that with how this year has been sort of playing out, Nintendo has been holding Game Boy and N64 games in their pocket, ready to unleash them for the online service. So yeah, I think that's both those are probably coming. We're distanced enough from a lot of those Game Boy remakes and like Link's Awakening and stuff for them to be published again. And you have Metroid coming up, which means that Metroid Dread is coming up, and everyone wants to play the Samus or Return of Samus, whatever, Metroid 2, which was on Game Boy, because you can't play that on the Switch online at the moment. So yeah, I believe that will be one of the launch titles for the Game Boy Advance, or the Game Boy version. I don't know if we'll get Game Boy Advance. I think that's a lot to ask for. Game Boy Advance, N64, but I definitely think Game Boy and probably N64 is going to be coming as well. And I think those will actually be showing up tomorrow night. So today is what, Wednesday? Yeah. So expect those shortly after the direct to go live. Other things, there is a brand new unannounced digital title that Nintendo's going to be revealing. That's also been chatting about, and maybe more than one. There may be a couple of them, and one may very well be Donkey Kong. Again, the Donkey Kong one is the one maybe I'm kind of most confident in. That's what I've talked to a few folks about, and that seems to be happening. There's a Donkey Kong game coming, and it may also be Zelda related, right? So you may actually see, because of the N64 launch, you may see Ocarina of Time pop up on the online service, and that's Nintendo's way of getting Ocarina of Time out there, and then potentially that mystical dual pack of Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD showing up in potentially the beginning of November, right around the time of the little portable Zelda thing. So that one there. Okay. Anyways, back to the digital only version. Sorry. Yeah, I think you'll see potentially Donkey Kong game coming through here, and then Nintendo's really looking for a hit like Wii Sports, right? They've been missing out on a Wii Sports style game for a long time. Ring Fit has actually been really popular. I actually still use it at least a couple times a week. It's still pretty awesome. That's how I've got this ripped mod. Just kidding. So I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to get some sort of Wii Sports digital version available now, and then potentially, maybe even as a cartridge later on. But I can see that coming. I can also see DLC for Ring Fit Adventure, because that is still popular in Japan. It's not maybe as popular in the US anymore, but if you give it some DLC, I think that'll spark a lot more interest. Especially, Zelda DLC would be awesome because it fits in pretty perfectly. So who knows? But yeah, I think you'll see something from those standpoints. I'd love Nintendo Land. Bringing back Nintendo Land, I still think they're working on a deluxe or a sequel version to that, because that game was fantastic. I don't know anything about it, but I think that's likely coming. Hopefully, let me rephrase it. I would love for that to arrive. And then stuff that's been leaking out, Alan Wake remastered for Switch. I think that's been rated in Brazil. Wouldn't be surprised if that remastered version or kind of an up-res version of the original shows up on the Switch. So I think it's more of the original game with all the extras built into it as sort of instead of obviously it won't be the full remastered version that you're getting on other consoles, or it may be the streaming version, which we're seeing with Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be streaming only on the Switch. We put down a bunch of other games that way, so I could see that definitely happening. And then finally, I think you're going to get a few more, maybe one or two more streamed games coming to the Switch. Tomb Raider seems like a plausible one. That's something that Nintendo has been working with Square Enix a lot. And you could potentially see some Final Fantasy Pixel remasters, maybe even showing up on the Switch for this year. Their 1 through 4 are now available on Steam, and they've been really popular. They've gotten some great feedback, so I see that as a potential announcement coming up as well. But let me know your thoughts. Put them in the old comments on this emergency meeting, and maybe we'll see what Nintendo has in store for us tomorrow. So yeah, again, that's going to be tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time, 3 p.m. Pacific. It's interesting to me because it's in the evening, and you never really see a Nintendo event take place in the evening. They're usually in the morning, right? They'll drop a direct around 9 or 10 a.m. so they can catch Japan time. But this is going to be very early in the morning in Japan. So they've done this once or twice before. I think the last time they had one at 6 p.m. or around this time frame was when they announced Link's Awakening, the remake. So yeah, I'd see that. But what do you guys think? I'm folks have tweeted at me that they wouldn't mind seeing Rafe, who's written for Side Questing, says he wants Pokemon Gen 1 and 2 as Game Boy and Game Boy Color. I would love that. And that may be perfect time and to get some of those original Pokemon games back. I reckon those will be included as well in the process. So, but yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff that could be announced tomorrow. They're dedicating 40 minutes, and I think a bunch of that is going to be some surprises. Third-party games are going to be a part of it. Probably some that maybe we weren't really expecting. Probably some games from earlier this year that everybody thought were surely going to come to the Switch, but didn't, and now maybe making their way over there. I don't know for certain, but I've again, rumblings underneath of some of the things. I just want to do Skylanders. Give me more Skylanders. Anyways, that's what we got. We got the emergency meeting. Tell us your thoughts. Leave some comments. Tweet at me at Dolly Demovsky. There you go. There's my handle. You can tweet at us at SideQuesting. Let us know what you're thinking, and we'll get back at you tomorrow after the direct is over and kind of do a emergency meeting following up that direct. We'll see you. Adios.